What's up, everyone? It's Tech Trooper 64, and today I have a rumor regarding that Final Fantasy will be getting a 30th anniversary next year, a whole collection that includes every single Final Fantasy game. Now, the report comes from VG Leaks saying that Square Enix will launch a Final Fantasy VII Remake, the first episode, and Final Fantasy XII, The Zodiac Age, as main games to celebrate the Final Fantasy 30th anniversary. The company also intends to release Final Fantasy XIII Trilogy for PS4. The bundle will include Final Fantasy XIII, XIII-2, and Lightning Returns, and will be available on separate discs and will all run at native 1080p at 60 frames a second. The Final Fantasy 30th Anniversary Collection will include Final Fantasy 1 through 9, and these games will be released for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation Vita. Now, the collection will include two versions of Final Fantasy 1 through 6, the original versions from the NES and Super NES, and all modern ports. The Final Fantasy 2 and 3 will receive English translations for the first time. These games will be based on the Japanese version, so we will be able to play the parts that were originally cut when they were first released in the West. Final Fantasy 30th Anniversary Collection will also include a built-in art gallery and sound test menu to play all the sounds and songs from the games. There will be three versions of this collection: a regular version, a collector's edition, and the Crystal Complete Edition. The regular version will include all games, with the poster, and collector's edition will include the game, the poster, the art book, and an 8-bit Black Mage keychain, Chocobo plush, and two discs with a selection of songs chosen by Nobuyo Uematsu. Now, Crystal Complete Collection will be available in limited quantities and will include Final Fantasy 30th Anniversary Collection, Final Fantasy 1 through 9, and then Final Fantasy X and X-2 HD, Final Fantasy 12, The Zodiac Age, and Final Fantasy 13 Trilogy, and Final Fantasy 15 and all the DLC, and Final Fantasy, 14, A Realm Reborn, including all expansions and 3-month subscription. Special items for this Final Fantasy 11 mobile and Final Fantasy 14 will be included as well. The Crystal Complete Edition will also include physical items, including all the content included in the Collector's Edition, 2 extra discs for the soundtrack, a crystal necklace, a Moogle plush, a Black Mage statue, all 3 Final Fantasy trading card game starter decks, Final Fantasy VII, Advent Children, Kingslave, Final Fantasy 15, Brotherhood, Final Fantasy 15, and everything will be packed in a luxury chest decorated with Final Fantasy's logo. The report also suggests that the Final Fantasy 30th Anniversary Collection will be available in North America and other regions, however, is still unknown. Square Enix has not forgotten about PC players, however, and they report that suggesting that Final Fantasy 1, Final Fantasy 2, and Final Fantasy XII, The Zodiac Age, and Final Fantasy Tactics, The War of the Lions, and the Chrono Trigger will be released for PC by the end of 2017. The most interesting is that those waiting for Final Fantasy 15 to release for PC, the report suggests that Final Fantasy VII Remake and Final Fantasy 15 will launch for PC in mid-2018. Holy shit, that was a lot of information. I'll leave a link to the description below if I didn't read any of that stuff right at all, and you can go check it out for yourself. I gotta say, it's a mouthful, and this is a lot. If they are really going to include this, I can't wait to see it, because I've never played Final Fantasy before, so I think it's something that I'm looking forward to. Anyway, guys, let me know in the comments down below. If this collection is true, are you going to be picking it up for yourself, and which version will you pick up? The regular edition, the collector's edition, or the Crystal Collection? Be sure to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.